Hey YouTube, Paul Raven back again with another video on how we can leverage the use of Fiverr, the website. What's going on YouTube? Paul Raven back again with another video, and today I'm going to talk you through and walk you through on how you can leverage Fiverr as a means to become a freelancer and generate further income, or use it as a side hustle so you can make positive steps to getting that financial freedom that you are longing for. Let's check it out.
Okay, so now we've landed on the Fiverr homepage. So what we're going to need to do is go over and join Fiverr. So if we look to the top right hand corner of the page, we have the join button. Let's hit that. It's going to prompt us to join using a few different methods. Here we've got Facebook, Google, Apple, or we have the old school email entry. Very simple stuff. We'll go ahead and join, and we'll meet you on the back end. Once you've inputted your login details, don't forget to confirm that all important email. Hit activate on your account, and away you go. Once registered, you'll be then brought to this page here, and you'll be notified that your account has been successfully activated. Brilliant work. So now let's take a second or two just to become familiar of how Fiverr works and some of the services that can be offered to us as a potential customer, and then we'll move on to how we can then use Fiverr as a means, as a business, to then generate income for ourselves. So much of the time I'm told by individuals that I don't have any traits, I don't have any talents, I don't know what I can do to make further money. Well, now's no better time. Let's have a look at some of the things that Fiverr has on offer for us. Let's have a look at some of these different categories. So at the top we can see that we have graphic design. Let's just take a second to look through here. So we have a vast array of different things pertaining to graphic design here. We have logo and brand identity. We have web and app design, fonts and typography, logo design. Some of you individuals out there may have an interest in designing logos using different softwares like Photoshop, or free softwares, Photopea, for example. Art and illustration down here, very current. We have the NFT art, pattern designs, cartoons and comics, print design. So this is brilliant. Here we can look at using things like your Photopea, your Canva. Free softwares, online softwares. You don't have to download anything. It's all online in browser for free. Digital marketing. Any of you out there looking at the digital marketing, we're looking at our search engine optimizations, our SEOs, marketing strategies, email marketing, podcast marketing, affiliate marketing. Some brilliant options here. E-commerce marketing, excellent, very current. Writing and translation. So here we're looking at things like translation. So those of you that may have a second or a third or a fourth language, and you're at fluency with that, or brilliant, here we've got an amazing opportunity for you to then put your services out there as a translator. Proofreading and editing, some skills that many students will be wanting to capitalize on for submission of thesis and papers and dissertations and assignments. Resume writing, cover letters. You may have a strong knack at developing these letters, these types of writing. Creative writing, brilliant. Script writing. So there's a market here for script writing. YouTube is wanting to have scripts developed, even voiceovers. Transcription. If you have a modestly accurate and fast ability to type, if you have a high degree of accuracy and you have a high pace, then transcription could be right up your alley. Very, very possible to make money there with transcription. We'll look at some of these in more detail in a second. Video and animation. So app and website previews, slideshow videos, article to video, e-learning video production. A big market there in e-learning. Visual effects, subtitles and captions. YouTubers want these doing. If you can find contacts and become connected, channels want subtitles writing for them. The YouTube content creators don't have all the time in the world to be able to do these things, so they'll look to outsource these to individuals on Upworks or here on Fiverr. Music and audio. Some of you may have a musical creative talent, songwriting, vocal tuning, synth presets, sound design, audio editing, programming and tech. Let's have a look here. Any of you who have any knowledge of WordPress? And down here we've got some game development, e-commerce development, mobile applications, QA, quality assurance and reviewing, online coding lessons, NFT development. Those of you that are in the spheres of NFT and the crypto spheres, very current, very interesting time to be in there. Business. We have our e-commerce management, VA, virtual assistants. Those of you that may have a hand in drop shipping or within the e-commerce realms and want to fulfill certain tasks, virtual assistants are without doubt, hands down, one of the most important aspects that you can bring to your business, to have roles fulfilled, and so you can manage your time doing other roles or in other things. Data entries. Most people can enter data into a spreadsheet. Data visualization, analytics, business planning, lifestyle. We've got astrology and physics, quite niche I'd say. Fitness lessons, dance lessons, life coaching. So we've got some trending topics here. Drop shipping, Discord services, anything that you can think of. Fiverr covers, and if you can't see it here, we can use the top bar here and we can type it in, and we can get a lot from this here. So YouTube thumbnails, for example. Let's click that. Let's go for a random one here. Let's go with a YouTube thumbnail. So YouTube thumbnails, we have straight off the bat, we have 22,245 services available. That's without using any of these filters here, as we can see. So we've got some filters here that we can tap into. Our budget, delivery time, seller details. Are they top rated sellers? Are they level 1 or 2, or are they a new seller? Language, their place of residence, where they live. Service options as to the platform which it links to. Delivery times, if you're on a time schedule, and that's really important. That's quite important to have. We can see what level they are. We can see their username here. We can see that this person here is a top rated seller, and they have clients by the looks of it. They have several clients, so that provides a little bit more reassurance as to who you're having business with and who you're doing business with. Top rated sellers, level 2 seller, level 1 seller here. And we've got a feedback system by the looks of it. 4.9 stars, 101, 114, 67. This is brilliant. So here now we have a star system, we have a feedback system where I'm sure you'll be able to gain the testimony of the individuals that you work with and do business with, and they can provide testimonials to your work, which is outstanding. It's good marketing. And of course, if you haven't figured out by now, Fiverr is somewhat of a misnomer, because you're not earning just a Fiverr. And these individuals are, starting at £33.13. 5-star rating 67, and again, like over here, 4.9 stars at 101. So starting at £9.47. Let's click this one here. Let's have a look in a second. We'll just scroll down a bit more. £47.33. This individual's got a high star rating. Fiverr's choice apparently. Clients, an array of different clients. Let's click this one here. So this individual's called Mark Santos. Let's click. Let's have a look. Lovely. So experience matters. Of course it does. They're the clients. So here we can see Mark Santos's profile. We can see a little bit about this individual here. The clients, contact details, get a quote from the United States. Excellent. And we can see Mark's gigs here. So this is what's referred to as gigs. These are the different services that the individual can provide. So here we have professional video editing, social media video editing, thumbnails. Here we've got Instagram reel editing, call consultations, an array of different services, or gigs to use their terminology. Here we've got the reviews, 5-star, 962. I would believe that would be the feedback. So here we can go through now, and we can do further due diligence here based off of the reviews and testimony given by the clients and by the customers. So here it's very good, excellent. So the different skills are noted down here for the seller, essentially. education, we've got linked accounts. This is all very positive. So when it comes to making money yourselves and putting yourself out there in the freelance sphere yourself, these are some of the things that you could do to your own page. Create your own profile. As you can see, Mark's done an excellent job of providing thumbnails to his own gigs. They look very bold, they stand out, the colours, we've got contrasting colours, we've got the black on top of the yellow, we've got the reds, good use of white on top of the black. They really pop out, very nice clean image. Yeah, so here we've got some really good examples. So perfect YouTube thumbnails. Let's click on this and have a look. Okay, so we've got 5-star rating. There's two orders in the queue. We can see from here, this is excellent. And basic, standard and premium sales package here. So we have got some sales psychology. We've got different delivery times. So we have two-day delivery times, and we've got revisions. So on the basic package, we'll get 2 different revisions, and on the standard, we'll get 4. And as I would see, if we've got to premium, we'll get unlimited revisions, which is excellent. And this is for only 3 thumbnails. For 3 thumbnails for your YouTube channel, £113.59. There is money here to be made. If you can get good and established at doing thumbnails, there is definitely a market. We can see that there's 2 orders in a queue, and this is one individual out of many. There's nothing wrong with competition. There's clearly a demand for it. So here for the basic package, we get that 1 thumbnail. We get the 2 thumbnails here on the standard. On the premium, we get some image sourcing, custom designed images, including source files. I would believe of the individual images and items inside the thumbnail itself. We can compare the package. We can have a look here. Here we can see some good examples. Okay. About this gig. So here we've got some testimonies, some reviews here. So here we can think about some details as to around how the gig works, how this service works. A little bit of an introduction here from Mark himself. A notable subscriber base. And then the process, so a step-by-step profile as to how the gig works. And a nice signing out message here, which I think that's quite professional. Very simple. There's a lot to be said for having a simple description, a simple gig description. Looks very clean, of course. A member since 2016, very good. And then there's a little bit of a bio here from Mark himself. And then obviously the client's portfolio. Here we've got that comparison between the packages, which I think is very good. It gives the buyer, the client, the customer options. And then we've got some FAQs. Of course, you can customize these yourself. So what is your YouTube channel? Software do you use? So here Mark would use Photoshop. Again, like if you don't have Photoshop and you don't want to buy Photoshop, you don't have to use Photoshop. You can use Photopea, and Photopea is a free online version of Photoshop. It hasn't got all of the hard functions, not every single one of those as Photoshop has, but it has got some very, very, very clean, very good usable functions that are perfectly acceptable for thumbnails, without a shadow of a doubt. Canva, again, you can get away with using Canva as well. It's a free online software. You can use the free version and you can make some very, very eye-catching, very well put together thumbnails. Here we've got different reviews, and you can come down, we can scroll down, look at the different reviews, and we can contact the seller as well. So if we've got any doubts, or we've got any questions, or we want to flesh out some ideas around your thumbnail or a particular service, then go ahead and contact the seller. So average response time was within an hour, and I think that's very reasonable. That's very good. So here you can see, here's just one example of how people can make money online being a freelancer, providing their services. So now that we've had a look at some of the different gigs on Fiverr, and particularly we spent some time looking at how the generation of thumbnails and gigs around the generation of thumbnails. Now this is just one gig, this is just one service. Please get onto this website, do some evaluation, do your own due diligence. There has to be at least 5 different things on this website that you can do right now. If you don't know how to use Photopea, if you don't know how to use Canva, I'm going to put some videos out there, hopefully very soon, alongside these side hustle income videos that's going to give you a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of insight on how you can get yourself out there. The money will not come to you. It will not find you. You need to put yourself out there. Actually, you could then use people in Fiverr to help market your gigs, who can get you out there on the platform, or who can get you out onto the internet where you'll be seen by potential customers. Let's have a look at how we're going to go about getting you set up as a seller. So I generated this account for the tutorial purposes. So what we can do here is we can click that. So what you need to do here is click become a seller. Now this is a very lovely page here because it's quite simple to follow. We've got become a seller, that'll take you straight on to where you need to go. So down here you've got a few questions like Q&A, questions and answers, which I think are quite important to look at. So what can I sell? So here, very creative services, as long as it's legal and complies with our terms. There's 200 categories that you can browse through to get ideas. How much money can you make? Well, this goes above and beyond and outside the realms of just your 9 till 5. How much does it cost? So it's free to join Fiverr, of course. There's no subscriptions required or fees to list any of your services, and you get to keep 80% of your transaction, or of each transaction, which I think is quite reasonable. How much time will I need to invest? Of course, will I become rich overnight? And no, you will not, because you need to get yourself out there, you need to become established, and you need to get yourself marketed in the correct way so you can be seen. How do I price my service? Again, you can price your services anywhere from $5 to $995. You can price your services how you see fit. And how do I get paid? So once you complete the buyer's order, the money's transferred to your account. No need to chase clients' payments or wait 60 to 90 days for a check, which I think is brilliant. So what you need to do is click get started. And here we've got learn what makes a successful profile. We can create your seller profile, and then here you can publish your gig. And here we've got a very nicely put together video here that just outlines some of these aspects, but you can have a look at that in your own time. What makes a successful Fiverr profile? Again, it goes through, like you've already seen on the previous example that I showed you on the individual that had made thumbnails. Very clean, very clear, succinct, very inviting, very trustworthy appearing profile. Okay, and now we can move on to your personal info, and we can then generate that professional information. You can link accounts if you wish, and then you can then move on to adding account security. And again, from here, that's what you do. You go through, enter in your details as you would, your first and last names, move through your profile picture. Make sure you have a nice inviting profile picture, something very clean, something inviting. Very, very clear description here, your languages. And then you can move on through to your professional info, and then obviously account security, which we all know is very important.
I am very happy and very proud to say that we've passed over the 500 subscriber mark. We now have the community post function, which is something that I aim to be very active within, so I can reach out, and it'd be very, very good to get your opinions and your thoughts and feelings on different topics, where I can then engage with you as a community. If you like my video, if you find any value from my video, then please smash that like button, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can stay informed as to when I drop another video. Drop some comments down there in that comment section. Let's get that algorithm working. So keep your eyes peeled. Next video, I'm going to be going into how we can utilize print on demand. I'm going to be putting a video out on how we can utilize and get it integrated into Redbubble as an example of print on demand, and how we can use that as a means to generate further income. Use that as a side hustle if you wish, to generate that further income and live a lifestyle that you want to.